What's going on, everybody? Got the Raging Rob here. Question and answer. Sorry for the delay. I got so busy with political shit going on, so I do apologize for the delay. I really apologize for the delay. I might have to make this in 2 videos. For some reason, my Canon camera cuts off at 33 minutes. I don't know why, but my Canon camera, some reason, cuts off at 33 minutes. 3 and 3 for 33. $33 is what my Canon camera cuts off at it. I don't know why, so I might do this in 2 videos. But today was a really good day. I'm not going to go too much into details. I went to a Second Amendment rally today. Every year, the Open Carry Michigan has Second Amendment rally at the Michigan State Capitol. And today was the 11th one. A rainy son of a bitch today, but I had good things happen today. Seen a lot of familiar faces of good patriots that I've met over the last year and a half since Operation Gridlock. A lot of familiar faces. Some faces I haven't seen in a while. Some Boogaloo boys showed up. You know, they know who I am. It's all good. And I think there was a couple of Antifa there as well. But everybody got along great. It was great. Even though it was rainy, we went on a march. We marched up from the Capitol, up around the Supreme Court, Michigan Supreme Court building, up back to Allegan Avenue, and back to the Michigan State Capitol. So today was a good day. Exercising our Second Amendment rights. We got good things happening. We got some bills being introduced to get rid of pistol registration in Michigan. And we're trying to get constitutional carry passed in the state of Michigan. Michigan will be the 22nd state to have constitutional carry if we get that passed. The only bad news I had today was I got a parking ticket by the city of Lansing. $15. Womp, womp, womp. I forgot to pay my fucking meter. I was in such excitement today, I forgot to pay my fucking meter, and I end up with the City of Lansing parking ticket. Oh well, I'll pay this fucking thing. Whatever. I got free dinner tonight. Today was a good day. Oh, and to top it off, you know who Norm Olson is? Norm Olson was the guy that started the militia movement in '94. He's the one that started it all in Michigan. And I posted some stuff on Facebook, and I got the attention of Norm Olson. He sent me a message on Facebook, and he liked my work. I got the attention from the #1 stunner that started it all. Today was a good day. Norm Olson himself contacted me on Facebook today. He appreciates my work. So I got recognition from the guy that started it all today on Facebook. So, yeah, the militia movement in Michigan is strong. We are moving forward, and we are taking it upon what Norm Olson, he retired, went up to Alaska, retired, and, you know, he left it, and he had his things he had to do, and we are taking this movement on, you know, to the next level, and to the level it needs to be taken on. You know, we need to keep this going for our country's sake, our state's sake, our kids' sake, our grandkids' sake. So he was very proud of me, and not just me, but all the other patriots that showed up today in Lansing. So, and I don't want to take recognition, just me. You know, I want, you know, it's everybody else too. We all play a piece in this. So, but enough about that. Today was a good day. Second Amendment rally today. I didn't get any video because of the rain. I didn't want my cameras getting wet, but a lot of other people did get video. It was a good day today. So let's get on to the question and answer. This could be, I don't even know where my camera's at. First 4.5 minutes I had to go on about the Second Amendment rally, but, you know, whatever. This is going to be a long one, so I might have to do this in 2 videos. Anyway, first question of the night comes from Duck. He goes on about David Kirk has contacted COVID-19. He's unvaccinated. Says he's very sick. His question is, do you think he will survive, or will his lifelong abuse of alcohol and drugs make him succumb to the virus? It's a pretty sick virus. Being the fact that he's unvaccinated, he's probably got the antibodies. He's probably going to be just fine. Next question comes from Ultra Beast Jigsaw. Did you miss me? Absolutely. I miss all my fans. Next question comes from Greg Swamp. Do you feel you were in the doghouse with Electric Messiah after you got kicked out of the JWO for defending EDP? First off, I wasn't defending EDP. I was defending EDP's constitutional rights. As a constitutionalist, I support people's constitutional rights. What that one guy is doing in Las Vegas, stalking him, what he's doing is illegal. Doxing his address. Let's be real. EDP was never charged with the crime. He was never convicted of the crime. Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. So I'm not defending what EDP did. He was on camera. He got caught trying to meet a 13-year-old girl. That's sick, what he did. But of a man that's never been charged with the crime, you know, as much as I hate to say it, he's got constitutional rights. And, you know, the Kern County Sheriff's Department failed to bring charges up on him. So the best thing you could do is just let him be and let him live his miserable life. Spread awareness about the guy, but don't dox the guy to the point where you're stalking him. I got kicked out of JWO for it. Electric Messiah, he hasn't been around in a while. I haven't seen him in a year and a half. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Joker World Order. Aaron Swan. Next question comes from Greg Swamp. Why is Smokey Dog so sensitive, and why does Smokey Dog hate you? Probably because I'm a constitutional conservative, independent conservative video maker. And Smokey Dog 777, he's a bluegrass Kentucky liberal. So next question comes from Wild Cock 23. Where are your lumps at? Ugh, I got this pain in my chest. I don't know if I'm having a heart attack or what. Jesus Christ. It's like right up in here. Whew. Had my body armor on all day today, so I don't know. I walked 2 miles with it on, so I don't know. Next question comes from Sip and Sauce Staff Administration. How much do your militia members get paid by the FBI? Hey, the FBI is the one that did that hoax against the governor, so. Paid informants? Yeah, we probably got them walking around. I know an FBI agent when I see one. Next question comes from BWO Beastmaster. Did you know that Aaron Swan was in the bomb squad with EDP 445, along with their leader A Blob? Oh yeah, I knew that. He was in the bomb squad with what's that girl's name? Pete Carroll's Gum. And that Simus, I think, was in there. Yeah, I'm aware of it. Next question comes from David Kirk Jobless Bum. Smokey Dog was trolled off YouTube. Do you think he's weak and pathetic for allowing that to happen? Even so, Real James stood his ground. Smokey Dog folded like a cheap lawn chair. Hey, I gotta give credit's due. So Real Slob 187, he stood his ground. Despite all the shit that happens against So Slob 187, he stands his ground. Even though he mentions me and El Presador in every fucking video. But he stands his ground. I gotta give him that. Smokey Dog folded like a lawn chair. Yeah, I think he's weak and pathetic. You know, all the shit that happened against me on YouTube for the past how many years? I've had channels taken down, whatever, and I'm still here. And I'm going to be here until, I don't know, I think I'm having a heart attack, so I don't know. Ugh. So I'm going to be here as long as I'm going to be here. I got to get to the gym more often. I'm having chest pains. Hope I ain't got fucking COVID. I got the antibodies, don't worry. Next question comes from Your Daddy. Have you ever caught anyone tampering with food when you worked at Burger King? I worked at Burger King when I was in my teens, up until I was like 21 years old, for about 5 years, from like age 15 to like 21, 6 years. Before I went to truck driving school, before I was an over-the-road trucker, before I moved to Arizona. This was like God, 98 to 2003. Tampering with food. I'm not going to say any names, but there was back in those days, this was like 2001, I want to say. So this is like 20 years ago. I'm not going to say any names because this could turn into a criminal investigation. But 20 years ago, there was this dirty cop that, I'm not going to say where this happened, but there was this dirty cop that went around my town, and this guy was just a prick. He was harassing teenagers. He was just known for being an ass in this town. And one night he came to drive-through of the Burger King, and I didn't say anything to anybody, but I guess somebody I was working, I think, front counter. Keep in mind, this was 20 years ago. I don't know how, but somebody in the back who was making food got wind of it, and he got wind of what the cop ordered, and he took a whole loogie. Right, I'm like, I didn't know what happened, and it got passed on to the cop in the drive-thru. I didn't find out that happened till the next day. I'm like, this was 20 years ago. I'm not going to say the cop's name. I'm not going to say who did it. I'm not going to say what Burger King it was. I'm not going to say what town. But yeah, I'm like, holy shit. Hey, this cop was a prick. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm not going to go in details, but this cop was he was the town asshole. Okay? And all the teenagers knew him. So that's what happened. I didn't catch it in the act because I was working front counter, but I heard about what happened the next day, and I'm like, holy shit. Next question comes from Carlos Estevez. Can we see your teeth, and what toothpaste do you use? Didn't brush my teeth today. I was in a hurry to get to my rally. I'm not going to go in detail. Some things happened, and I had to pick up a friend. I had some patriots that chimped out on me and didn't want to show up today for stupid reasons. And I had to go pick up a friend, and I had to get up. I had to rush out the door real quick, and I didn't get a chance to brush my teeth. So I use Crest. This is what I use. But I got mad at some people today. I'm not going to say any names, but I just pretty much told some people on Messenger today, say, hey, stand back, stand by. Let the real patriots do work that needs to be done today. Well, you guys want to cancel out because of the rain or whatever. Let the real patriots do work today. Stand back and stand by. Us real patriots, there's work to be done, and we're going to do it. And we did it. I got recognition for Norm Olson today. The #1 stunner. Mission accomplished. We did some work today, and we got it done. And I met some good people today through some other networks today. So today was a good day. I also got worded that the FBI is looking at people going to 2A rallies across the country. Why would that be? Why would the FBI be looking into us? Probably because we're making some ground. Probably because we're making some rounds that the FBI doesn't like. Probably because we're getting our name out there and we're doing some action and we're taking our country back. So why would the FBI looking into people going to 2A rallies across the country? That's a good question. That's my question in the question and answer. And I answer. Because we're making ground here in Michigan. We're taking our state back. We're going to get a forensic audit. We're going to elect Ryan Kelly. And we're going to pass constitutional carry here in the state of Michigan. And we're going to get rid of pistol registration. Next question comes from David Kirk Jobless Bum. When will you do a gaming stream? Andy does them all the time on Twitch, but he's boring. We need you to stream them. I don't deal with capture cards anymore. I did that shit years ago. I got a Twitch TV account. I just never use it. Maybe I'll bring it back. I need to do a gaming stream. I think it'd be fucking biblical. Next question comes from MSK Drezzy. How tall was Nick Fertentis when you seen him in person? I heard he's very short. He's 5'10". I seen him when I was at CPAC in Orlando, Florida, back in February. He got in his car right in front of me. I also seen Roger Stone. I also seen I met Enrique Terrio twice. I met him in D.C., met him again in Orlando, Florida. Man, I wish I would have got picture and video of that. Oh, I got video of it in D.C., but yeah, I met Enrique Terrio twice, head of the Proud Boys. Catherine Zhu, I kind of semi-met her. We locked eyes as we walked past each other down a CPAC, but I didn't get a chance to shake her hand, and But Enrique Terrio I actually met. But anyway, yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet Nick Vertentis. He got in his car real fast, but I did see him. He's about 5'10", 5'11". Next question comes from Resistance Hideout. When will we be seeing videos at the Resistance Hideout? And is Andy still angry at your publicity exposing the Resistance Hideout? The Resistance Hideout's in the woods somewhere where I can't say. Videos up there are going to be halted for a little bit. We had to do some property exchanges. I can't really go into details. Oh, here we go. Next question comes from Mom's Cooking. He mentions Colton Woods. If you haven't heard, Colton Woods was arrested. $50,000 bond for threatening. I don't know the full details. It happened a few days ago. It's a felony charge. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but he's got hit with the $50,000 bond and hit with the felony. Colton Woods was arrested, I think, on the 20th. Today's the 23rd, so... Next question comes from Mom's Cooking. If Colton Woods stormed through your door and murdered you, do you think Andy could hold his own, or would he fall victim to Colton Woods' murder spree? All I gotta say is, fuck around and find out. Next question comes from Santa Claus. Do you trust Nick Vertentis after he donated money to Andrew Young and his campaign? I never hear that. Well, Nick Vertentis got put on a no-fly list, so I never got anything in the mail saying I'm on a no-fly list. So I think I'm doing it right. If that's true that he donated money to Andrew Young is running for New York City mayor. So maybe Nick Vertentis is on the inside, huh? Next question comes from Mom's Cooking. Would you feel safe if you seen Colton Wood banging on your door? What would you do? I'd call the sheriff's department, have his ass removed off the fucking property, and laugh my ass off as I see him in handcuffs being dragged away. Next question comes from Pitbull Lover. What is your favorite breed of dog and why? My favorite breed of dog is a Pitbull. Why? Because it's America's fucking dog. That's why. Next question comes from Santa Claus. If Nick Vertentis ran for Congress, would you vote for him? Well, if he runs in Michigan District 4, yes, I would vote for him. Because that's my district. Audra Johnson for Congress. But she runs in District 3, so I can't vote for her. But anyway. Yeah. Look up MAGA Bride. You'll see what I'm talking about. MAGA Bride. Audra Johnson for Congress. Michigan Congressional District 3. Next question comes from Proud Democrat. What does your fridge look like, and why do you hate Joe Biden? He's done a good job with the vaccine mandates. And this person has a picture of Kamala Harris. Because he's doing a good job with the vaccine mandates. That's why I hate Joe Biden. Vaccine mandates are unconstitutional. They're illegal. They violate several federal civil rights acts. My fridge is full. I'll just say that. I got enough food to last me more days than the Waco standoff. If that were ever to happen, I got enough food in my shelter, underground shelter, to last throughout the Ruby Ridge standoff and the Waco standoff combined. Oh, don't forget the Montana Freeman of '96. Look up the Montana Freeman of '96. That standoff as well. All three of them combined. Oh, don't forget the Oregon thing in 2013. Up in Oregon. What was that? Maher Refuge Wildlife Center or something? I don't know. Oh, don't forget the one in Nevada of 2014. What was that? Something in Nevada with the, I don't know. Next question comes from Pitbull Lover. Do you think Whitmer wins re-election, and how much does she win by? She ain't gonna win. Nope. The fraud's coming out. The meeting I went to today, we have a plan to defeat these Democrats. Defeat these Democrats and these rhinos. In 2022, we are going to crush it. We are going to crush it in 2022. Stealing an election is not easy. That's why Trump won in 2016. Stealing an election is not easy. It takes thousands of participants. If you think somebody making $28,000 a year working the polls is going to risk their life a felony for election fraud, you got another thing coming. Stealing an election is not easy. Winning an election is not easy. But we got a plan, and Ryan Kelly is going to be the next governor. Next question comes from Cool Boy Dave. Do you think we should follow Nick Fertentis' advice and vote for Democrats like Gretchen Whitmer to punish the GOP? I didn't know that Nick Fertentis turned commie. That's news to me. The Michigan GOP, I got a video back in May where we got kicked out of, they locked us out of the building. The Michigan GOP office in Lansing. We tried to get into the building and they wouldn't let us in. So the Michigan GOP office is a fucking joke. I actually got an official. He was smiling on camera in front of our faces. Thank you for your time. And wouldn't allow us in the building. Look up Rob Kinnison, my Rob Kinnison account. It's up there somewhere. The Michigan GOP office in Lansing. They're a fucking joke. I'm independent. Next question comes from Ashton Birdie. Do you think your former militia group is FBI? And have you had any encounters with people who felt they were, who felt like they were FBI? Yeah. Oh yeah. I went to a militia rally, or American Patriot rally, in October in Allendale, Michigan. And there was a guy that came up to me, and this guy was just weird, the way he was acting. He was by himself. He says he was an independent journalist. He didn't have any credentials. See, I'm an independent journalist. Okay? And I got credentials. I got my press pass right here. This is my press pass. I got credentials. At least I can prove credentials. So this weird guy came up to me. This was in Allendale, Michigan, October 24th. He just started asking me questions, and I was a little leery of this guy. He was tall. He just looked kind of like, not a meth head, but he looked kind of scrubby. And just weird. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this guy? And he had a notebook pad. He was writing down stuff, and he was just asking me about what do I think about the election fraud, and what evidence do we have that they might steal the election. This was before the election. So he was asking me, what do you think about mail-in votings, and do you think they're going to try to steal the election? And I predicted they're going to try to steal the election before it happened. And we talked for a minute about what could possibly happen if they try to steal the election, and he was kind of trying to dig into me like, well, what do you mean evidence? And I'm like, dude, come on. I decided to take a hike from the guy. He says he was an independent journalist, didn't have any credentials, by himself, loner, nothing to identify himself as an independent journalist, no press pass. The same exact guy, a couple of nights after the election, when I was in front of the TCF Center in Detroit at a rally, he came up to me. I'm like, holy shit. And he looks at me, he's like, oh, I seen you in Allendale a couple weeks ago. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, Jesus, this guy again. And he started talking to me, and I just kind of walked away from him. I think he was a fucking Fed. He was just weird. The way he came up to me, he didn't have any credentials, just a notebook pad. I thought, there's something weird about this guy, and I didn't want to talk to him, so I walked away from him. Next question comes from Cool Boy Dave. Have you ever walked in on another trucker fucking a lot lizard? No. I haven't. I almost got into a fight with a pimp in LA 2006 because a lot lizard banged on my door. I told her to get the fuck out of here. And the pimp was right there and he was looking at me like, I'm like, what? Fucking bitches, I'm trying to sleep and they're fucking banging on my door. Next question comes from Fed Smoker Hidden Sight. Do you have a child with the black woman Mongo is saying on Twitter that you had a child and abandoned him? Kalisa? No, I don't have no kid from Kalisa. I am not the father. Next question comes from Monkey King Known Snake in the Grass Judas. Will you give us a food review? Yes. This is RC Cola. And I recommend it. This is good shit. Ugh, still got the chest pain though. Next question comes from Monkey King Known Snake in the Grass Judah. Have you and Nick Vertentis buried the hatchet? He used to hate you, but I seen you at Nick Vertentis' rally and he retweeted you before he got banned. I have no beef with Nick Vertentis. Never have, never will. Next question comes from He Proud Black Man. If you were sitting face to face with Colton Woods having breakfast, what would you say to him about the threats he makes to you and other conservatives? I would refer him to a good lawyer named Jeffrey Feiger. Because he's going to need a good lawyer. That's about as liberal as a lawyer you can get. So, next question comes from Devin Booker. Have you ever donated to Nick Vertentis? How much did those tickets cost to attend his conference we seen you at? I get in for free. That was actually the CPAC, Conservative Political Action Conference. Okay? That's what that was. And I got in. I didn't pay for any tickets. Anyway, next question comes from Lucky Llama. What shampoo do you use? I use that Swab shit. It's like 89 cents at Walmart. I'm boycotting Walmart now, so because they've been fucking around and they're going to find out. So, next question comes from Devin Booker. Do you think Nick Vertentis brings down GOP and Trump when he endorsed Yang? Is he a plant? What is with the Nick Vertentis questions? Trump's going to win in 2024. Ron DeSantis, Trump 2024. Next question comes from Devin Booker. Do you think Nick Vertentis is an FBI agent? What do you think when you went to Nick Vertentis' Nazi rally? Just told you what I think, and it wasn't a Nazi rally. I didn't go to his rally. This was CPAC, Conservative Political Action Conference. Okay? Jesus Christ. Fucking idiots. Next question comes from Tekka Shit Snitch 9. Who is more of a pathetic lowlife? Alcoholic pill popper Smokey Dog or Colton Woods? Probably Smokey Dog, because Smokey Dog walked away from the camera. Colton Woods, you can beat the shit out of the guy, jail the guy, put the guy in prison, put him in a mental institution, and he'll keep coming back for more. Next question comes from Takes the Snitch 9. Thoughts on Wings of Redemption exposing Smokey Dog for being a pill popper. If you haven't seen it video on my channel, what are your thoughts on Wings exposing him for being a pill popper and alcoholic? Well, Wings of Redemption cries about Call of Duty in 2021. Things never change, do they? Colton Woods is still a jobless bum. So Slob 187 is still a slob. El Presador keeps going on about football. Raging Rob is Raging Rob. Nick Vertentis is what he is. Things never done change, huh? Smokey Dog is now, he's always been a redneck from Kentucky. Next question comes from Impeached Trump. Thoughts on the press secretary Jen Psaki. Do you think she's doing a good job? I think she's doing a fucking shitty job, and she needs to get the fuck out of my life. and stop worrying about what I do with my life. And not worried about me being unvaccinated. How about that? Who thinks that Sarah Huckabee was a better press secretary other than Jen Psaki? I think so. I think Sarah Huckabee did a better job. Next question comes from TTC Super Spreader. What was your reaction being kicked out of the JWO for defending Eat That Pussy 445? I don't really care. I got recognition from Norm Olson today, so I don't really give a shit. Fuck the JWO. And Norm Olson is the biblical beast. Number one stunner of... He's the one who started it all in the militia movement in Michigan, so... And you can't beat that. Next question comes from Elite Rainbow. How come every time you see a news van, you autistically scream fake news at the top of your lungs? Will there ever be a news van that you see and not say it's fake news? When they start reporting real news and stop being biased and stop, Yeah, I like to scream at the mainstream media a lot, if you ever see my videos. When they start reporting real news and stop reporting fake news, I'll continue screaming at them when I see them. As a matter of fact, if you see the fake news, I encourage people to scream at them and cuss at them and swear at them and give them the bird and let them know they're fake news. Next question comes from Pleasure Out of Pain. Colton Woods always talks about killing you. If you and him were in a dark alley and he attacked you, would you win and why? Oh, I'd win. Why? Because all I gotta do is kick him in the fucking nads. Next question comes from Truth Seeker. Do you think Joe Biden is old and senile, too old and senile, to follow the New World Order, global elite's orders? Yes, that's why they put him as president. Because they want to get Kamala Harris in there. That's how it works. They're using and abusing Joe Biden just like they did Obama. Just like they did Christine Ford, the one that accused Brett Kavanaugh of the sexual allegations. See, the New World Order, they use certain people. And once those people are used and abused and done, they throw them away like garbage. Whatever happened to Christine Ford? Look what they did to Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein didn't kill himself. Next question comes from Smoky Dog's Dog Pound. What does your brother think of your video defending EDP 445? Well, message Andy Kinnison. I don't know, he's not talking to me right now. We're getting a little tobacco. But it's whatever. Next question comes from Cleveland Browns fan. What is the worst thing ever happened to you in your life? Was it having a jogger held a gun to your head, or when you defended EDP 445? Well, I used to be a liberal, and that jogger having a gun to my head back in 2011